coin enthusiasts out there, it is iDax Collects, and today what I have in front of me is nickel box number 13 here on YouTube. Back at it with the nickels again. After a long streak of penny boxes, I will keep on doing them. By the way, I have 2 penny boxes ordered for this Friday coming up. Today is Monday the 24th, so that means on the 28th, I will have 2 more penny boxes to open up. So get ready for that, guys. My hunt for the Indian Head penny continues. Nickels to look out for are the Liberty Head, or V-nickel as it's commonly called, minted between 1883 to 1913. The Indian Head, or Buffalo nickel, minted between 1913 to 1938. And any war nickels, those were minted between 1942 to 1945. Any proofs, any early Jefferson dates to look out for, and any errors, and there's too many to count. Without further ado, let's get on with this box. And if you haven't seen my last nickel box video, I'll put the link right up here, so you can go ahead and watch that before you watch this one. Now, let's get this open here and see what's inside. That was a struggle. Okay, here we are, guys. I'm seeing a lot of new nickels in this box, so not looking too promising, but you never know what's inside. It may look terrible on the outside, but what matters is what's on the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and look through the enders of these nickels real quick, and I'll be right back in just a bit. Just finished up looking through the bottom enders and the top enders, and there's nothing that stands out. So that's unfortunate, but we'll check and see what's inside of these rolls here. Let's go ahead and start with these first 5 rolls. Get started with this box here. So with that being said, let's get right into it.
Now you might be wondering to yourself, why do I actually weigh these rolls up when they're basically the same all the time? Well, it seems like for the Canadian nickels, they actually weighed a little bit differently than our nickels today. But I also did it because of the war nickel, and I soon realized that a war nickel is basically the same weight as the nickels. So I basically do it as a habit. It doesn't really mean much when I weigh the nickels, but I do it anyway, just because. As I'm talking to you guys right now, it's 1 week after I opened this box up, and I just want to say that I have a second quarter video coming up soon, which is basically me going over all of the finds from the second quarter in one video. So from May 1st to August 1st, 2023, I will show you guys all the finds from that quarter. The first quarter video is basically the introduction to my channel video. So if you want to see my first quarter finds, go check that one out first. And then once I finish up the second quarter video, go ahead and check that one out. But I'm pretty excited to share that with you guys. It has been an amazing journey so far, and I found lots of very cool coins in the second quarter, so stay tuned for that video.
All right, so after going through the first 5 rolls of nickel box number 13, I'm only gonna have one semi-find, I guess. I'm not gonna call it a find. A 1958 Jefferson nickel, minted in Denver. I don't technically call this a find because the only 50s that I need now are the 1950 Philadelphia, 1950 Denver, and the 1955 Philadelphia. But this is the closest thing to a find that I have so far. I will go ahead and start opening up the next 20 rolls of the box. And once I'm done with that, I'll do a first half box recap, showing you guys all the finds of the first half. And if I find anything beforehand, I'll bring the camera back, record, and I'll show you guys what the find is and what roll I found that specific coin in. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Currently on roll number 8, and I found my first nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. It's going to be a 1940 Jefferson nickel, minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. Currently on roll number 11, and this nickel surprised me. I found my first 1930s nickel of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. I have been seeing many new Jefferson nickels, so I had my doubts. But when I saw this, my doubts have disappeared. Take a look at this. 1938 Jefferson nickel. First year Jefferson. Let's see if it's gonna have a mint mark or not. It's gonna be minted in Philadelphia. Now I'm a little bit more excited with this box here. This is a really good start. Let's see what else is out there. Next roll, roll number 12. I found my second nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. What we have here is going to be a 1941 minted in Denver. Let's see what else is out there. Next roll, roll number 13, and I found my third Jefferson nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. This one here is going to be a 1941 minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. Currently on roll number 24, and I found my fourth nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. This is going to be a 1942 Jefferson nickel. Doesn't look like it's going to be a war nickel, but let's take a look and see if it's going to have a Philadelphia mint mark or a Denver mint mark. This one was minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. Just finished up the first half of this box here. Let's go ahead and do a first half box recap right now. So let's set this aside and bring on over the finds. All right, here are all my finds of the first half. Let me go over the finds real quick. I found a 1938 Jefferson nickel minted in Philadelphia, found in roll number 11. 4 Jefferson nickels from the 1940s. This one being a 1940 Philadelphia, found in roll number 8. 1941 minted in Denver, found in roll number 12. 1941 Philadelphia, found in roll number 13. And 1942 Philadelphia, found in roll number 24. And I found a total of 6 Jefferson nickels from the 1950s. Let me show you these 1950s Jefferson nickels real quick. Here's 2 1958 Jefferson nickels, both minted in Denver. The first one I found was in the first 5 rolls. This one here is a 1957, minted in Philadelphia. Found this in roll number 20. This one here is a 1954, minted in Denver. Found this in roll number 7. This one here is a 1953, minted in Denver. Found this in roll number 12. And this one here is going to be a 1952, minted in Philadelphia. Found this in roll number 13. And my highlight coin of the first half. This is by far one of the nicest looking 1938 Jefferson nickels that I have ever seen. I've been having thoughts of putting it in the coin holder. Let me know in the comments if that's a good idea or not. And these are my finds of the first half. Still not the greatest box currently, but there's still a chance at something older than a 38 Jefferson nickel, because you never know. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start opening up the next 25 rolls of the box. And after that's done, I'll do a second half box recap, showing you guys all the finds of that half. And if I find anything beforehand, I'll bring the camera back and I'll show you guys what the find is and what roll I found that specific coin in. And then after that's done, I'll do a full box recap, showing you all the finds of the box. And then we'll see if I have any additions or upgrades to any of my collection books that I'm working on. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Currently on roll number 28, and I found my 5th nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. This one here is going to be a 1948. If this is from San Francisco, this will be in addition to my book. Let's see. Minted in Denver. Let's see what else is out there. Next roll, roll number 29. I found my 6th nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. Alright, this is going to be a 1940 minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. Currently on roll number 32, and I found my 7th nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. It's going to be a Jefferson nickel from the year 1948, minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. Still on the same roll, roll number 32, and I found my 8th nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. This one here is going to be a 1941, minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. Next roll, roll number 33, and I found my 9th nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. And oh boy, guys. Oh boy. We just found a good one. Take a look at this. We have ourselves a war nickel. This one's from the year 1945. If it's a Denver or a San Francisco, this will be an addition to my book. Let's take a look and see what the mint is. Very nice. Minted in Denver. This will be an addition to my book. Love finding these things. Let's see what else is out there. Next roll, roll number 34, and I found my 2nd nickel from the 1930s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. What I have in front of me is a 1939 Jefferson nickel. 2nd year Jefferson. I am looking for the Denver or the San Francisco. If it's either one of those, this will be an addition to my book. Will this have a mint mark? Let's find out. And it will not. Minted in Philadelphia. I'm going to have to look and see if this is a DDR coin, which means double die reverse. I'm going to look at the microscope real quick. I just checked for the DDR, and it's not the DDR. So let's keep on moving. Let's see what else is out there. Currently on roll number 40, and I found my 10th nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. This one here is going to be a 1940, minted in Philadelphia. Let's see what else is out there. Currently on roll number 48, and I found my 11th nickel from the 1940s. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. This one here is going to be a 1949. If this is minted in San Francisco, this will be an addition to my book. Let's see if it was minted in San Francisco or not. Oh man, so close. Minted in Denver. That's okay. Let's see what else is out there. Alright, next roll. Roll number 49. And I'm going to show you guys a 50s nickel that's worth showing here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this together. The reason why I show this is because I'm still looking for that elusive 1955 Philadelphia. Let's see if this is going to be the one. Dang. Minted in Denver. Oh well, worth a shot. I'm going to finish these 2 rolls up, and if I don't find anything in the next 2 rolls, I'll go ahead and start the second half box recap in just a bit. Just finished up nickel box number 13. Let's go ahead and do a second half box recap right now. So set this aside and bring on over the finds. Here are all my finds of the second half. Let's go ahead and go over them real quick. Found a Jefferson nickel here from the year 1939, minted in Philadelphia. Found this in roll number 34. I found a total of 7 nickels from the 1940s, one of them being a war nickel, right there. This one here is a 1940, minted in Philadelphia. Another 1940 minted in Philadelphia. 1941 minted in Philadelphia. 1945 minted in Denver. Found this in roll number 33. 1948 minted in Denver. Found this in roll number 28. 1948 Philadelphia, found this in roll number 32, and 1949 Denver, found this in roll number 48. I found a total of 4 nickels from the 1950s and 1 2009 nickel right here. And let me go ahead and show you guys the 50s real quick. This one here is a 1958, minted in Denver. Found this earlier in the box. Next up is the 1956, minted in Philadelphia. Found this in roll number 33. This one here is a 1955, minted in Denver. Found this in roll number 49. And this one here is a 1953, minted in Philadelphia. Found this in roll number 37. And here's the 2009 Denver. Low mintage for these guys, but I don't really have a need for these anymore, so don't really care about them too much. And my one highlight coin of the second half is gonna be this right here. This 1945 War Nickel, minted in Denver. And these are my finds of the second half. This box definitely exceeded my expectations. Did not expect to find anything, and take a look, guys. You never know what you're gonna get inside of a box. Always look out for those boxes, make sure you hunt them, because you will find some coins that are worth something. For me, they're novelties. I always love cherishing these moments. Whenever I find coins like these, I always put them in my album and basically just keep it as a novelty piece. Anyway, enough of the rambling. Let's go ahead and start the full box recap. Let me bring down all the finds of the box, get these nickels all organized here for you guys, and I'll be right back. All right, here are all my finds of the box. Let's go over the finds real quick. I found 2 Jefferson nickels from the 1930s. I found a total of 11 Jefferson nickels from the 1940s, 10 Jefferson nickels from the 1950s, and 1 2009 Jefferson nickel minted in Denver. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and start with Jefferson nickels, collection 1938 to 1961, number 1. Let's go ahead, open this up, and I'll show you guys what my nickel collection looks like before nickel box number 13. And out of all of these nickels I still need, I'm only going to be able to fill in 1 nickel, the 1945 Denver. So let's go ahead and grab that right now. And here's that 1945 Denver War Nickel right here. Let's go ahead and fill it in. And that's going to be addition number 1. Now all my additions are complete. It's now time to go ahead and take a look at these nickels and see which ones are going to upgrade the ones that are currently in the book. So let me go ahead and find those upgrades, and I'll be right back. Alright, now after looking through my nickels for upgrades, I'm actually going to have 4 nickels to upgrade. Starting with the 1938 Philadelphia. Next up is the 1940 Philadelphia, then the 1941 Philadelphia, and then the 1948 Denver. So let's go ahead and plug these in. Alright, my first upgrade is going to be the 1938 minted in Philadelphia. An absolute stunner. So let's go ahead and replace this one with this one. And that's going to be upgrade number 1. Upgrade number 2 is going to be the 1940 minted in Philadelphia. So let's go ahead and replace this one with this one. And that's going to be upgrade number 2. My third upgrade is going to be this 1941 minted in Philadelphia. So let's go ahead and replace this one with this one. And that's going to be upgrade number 3. And the final upgrade is going to be this 1948. Oh, well, I mistakenly called this a 1948 Denver, but this one is actually the Philadelphia. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to upgrade the 48 Philadelphia here. Nope. Well, my mistake. I meant to say 48 Philadelphia. Now that the upgrades are done, I actually managed to have 3 upgrades instead of 4. So now after nickel box number 13, this is what my Jefferson Nichols collection book number 1 looks like right now. Great progress. Managed to fill in 1 more hole in this book, now reducing the amount of finds left to 12. We're getting this done little by little, and that's always a good thing. And now with that being said, let's go ahead and close this book now. Now I'll keep this 38 with me. The rest of these nickels here are going back to the bank. That's actually going to be it for this video here. If you guys stuck around till the very end, I appreciate it. Leave a like if you want, and subscribe if you want as well for more coin roll hunting and card box unboxing content every Wednesday and Sunday. I always post in the morning, local time. Let me know in the comments if I should actually put the 1938 Philadelphia that I just put into my book in a holder or just leave it in my book. Let me know. Let's go ahead and start concluding this video now. So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Dax Collects, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Good luck hunting, everyone, and have a good one.
Thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to check out my other video, click on the bottom left of the screen.